Okay, let's test if we are good to go. Attendees, say briefly hello. Can you hear us, see us? Brief reaction. Ooh. Okay. Okay, all right. I'm not sure. I hope everybody's able to see and hear the talk. I'd be glad if somebody just says hello.
I'm just thinking, I was here 20 minutes ago and the picture was the same, so I suppose there's no one in here. But MetaDreamer came just several seconds ago. Are you here, MetaDreamer? Can you hear us?
Hmm. Okay, I think we should start the talk since it's going to be streamed on YouTube. Okay, now there are more people joining.
Hello.
And yeah.
Hello,
Synoptic,
great to
just
hear.
start your talk.
So, okay.
Are you there?
Hi to everybody.
All right.
Me? Yeah. So, do you hear me? It's okay?
I can hear you. And there are more.
The people are coming.
Yeah.
The people are coming. So, everybody, hello. Please mute. The people are coming. Yeah, people are coming. So, everybody, hello. Please mute. People are coming. People are coming. So, everybody, hello. So, I suppose there is an echo.
Yeah, it's. You don't have any other tab open from, let's say, from the YouTube channel or anything else? No.
No, just the interspace, MetaGame, WTF.
Okay. But now it seems to work again. So, yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Ivan. Maybe just 1 minute about myself. I am a lawyer with 15 years of practice already. I'm in crypto space since 2016, and I'm diving into the programming languages and trying to dive deep into the protocol of cryptocurrencies. And I investigate decentralized autonomous organizations for about 2 years. I'm reading lectures here in Moscow, in Russia, in Moscow University of Economics about decentralized autonomous organizations. And I heard a lot of questions about what do you need these DAOs for? We have a lot of old school companies and it is very easy to work with them. Why do we need them? And this was the really hard question for me. And it is very hard to talk to people. And the answer that I found it was that DAO will be convenient inside the crypto economy. There is no need to look at the real world we should look at the digital world, and I did so, and I found it a lot of opportunities, and one of these opportunities for DAOs was the metaverses. First, my investigation was through NFTs, through ERC 721. Then I found it that there is a huge space for crypto economy, and this space is metaverses. And so now I'd like to share my view on what is going on, just a brief introduction. More to say, I made this presentation that you are looking on. I made it an immersive presentation inside one of the metaverses, inside CryptoVoxels. I suppose you had already heard it, and suppose most of you know about CryptoVoxels and about what is going on inside. But I will try to, I will show you how do this immersive presentation look like, just a bit in several minutes. So let me start. As I'm saying, we are now suffering a lot of troubles in the real world, and just as much troubles we have in real world, in real economic, the more potential and the more opportunities we have in the digital world, and everything is moving inside these digital worlds, and inside these digital worlds there are metaverses, and they are ready to summon all the economy in itself. And when I started, so to say what is metaverse is pretty simple. It's just a virtual world. It's just a computer simulation of the real world. And there are people, they are walking inside metaverses in their avatars, and there is no gameplay in this world. It's just a space for communication between people, and this is fantastic to be inside and to communicate in such a way with them. And as I investigated metaverses for some time, I found that another investigators, and one of them is Ryan Schulz. He investigated a lot of social and virtual worlds, not only on blockchain, but any virtual world. And for now, it is 140 metaverses in the space. Just imagine the amount, 140. Not all of them are working perfectly, but nevertheless, it's a huge amount. And the space is now ready for this, I don't know, revolution, maybe we can say. And just one example for you to understand how this economy works is Hubble. Hubble, for now, not for now, there is a data. This is a game. This is a multiplayer social world, not a game. And there are 273 million avatars inside this game already. They are not, of course, all of them unique, but the data is that 5 million unique visitors monthly play in this, are inside this social world. And it is common. You can play. People play this game from 150 countries. So this is something incredible. And now, some more information about me. I am one of the members inside one of the members of the UniDAO. Today, in the beginning, there was 2 presentations from the members of the UniDAO. They were talking about DeFi and so on. And we have several DAOs. One of it is Saturn DAO, and this DAO is made for investing in the digital land inside the metaverses. So it is some kind of a landlord, so the future landlord, so to say, the decentralized landlord. And as I said in the beginning, I have this presentation inside the metaverse, and now I will share you several links. You can go there by yourself, or you can just watch, because I'm sharing my screen and I will lead the way and show you the same presentation but inside the world. I suppose it can be interesting for you to see what am I talking about. So one moment. Do you hear me, by the way? Anybody? It's okay.
I can hear you. Oh, fine.
Great, great. So this is the link, and also, if it will be convenient, this is the link on this presentation. You can find it there. So now I'm diving. Now you can hear. Suppose you can hear the sounds from the world. Now, 1 second. So this is the building inside the crypto voxels, and we are moving inside this building. This building is made totally by me, and this is the immersive presentation hall. And here you can see that this is just a room, but in this room on the walls there are slides of my presentation, so anyone that can dive also inside the world can just move with me and see the presentation, just like in the museum or something, I don't know. So these slides you have already seen, and now several slides that you didn't. So for now we can say that there are four metaverses that can be interesting for investing in lands for some kind of a DAO. So there is Decentraland that already launched several days ago. There is CryptoVoxels that is already opened. There is Somnium Space that has already opened for several weeks ago and has now 2D and 3D clients. And there is Sandbox that is now closed in some kind of a alpha or beta testing. You can see here the maps of these metaverses. This is map of the Decentraland. There will be 90,000 parcels, so 90,000 plots of land where you can build anything you want and make a business of it in advertising, in anything you like, in content, in gameplay, casino, or something else. So this is the cost of the here on the right, but it was for 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was the cheapest plot. Then we are moving to CryptoVoxels. This is the map of CryptoVoxels, and on the right you can see also the cheapest land that was several weeks ago, and there will be 3,000 parcels, so 3,000 lands in this digital city. If you want to understand how big is CryptoVoxels, if you can, so here on the map you can see the Decentraland city, Genesis city, and on the left you can see just the CryptoVoxels. This little white square is CryptoVoxels in comparison to Decentraland. So Decentraland is huge. It's about half of Manhattan for now. Then we are moving to Somnium Space. This is the map of Somnium Space and also the plot of land, the cheapest one for 2 weeks ago. So in Somnium Space there is a water. There is a very beautiful shore and the very beautiful city already with VR. Oh, we have guests. Hello. So next, moving to Sandbox. This is not the whole map of the Sandbox, just a part of it. The green one was after the first pre-sale, and the second one is before the second. The gray one is before the second pre-sale, but for now the second pre-sale is over, and we are waiting for the third one. It will be, I suppose, in the end of the February. They announced it, but I just don't remember the date. So there will be 166,000 lands in Sandbox, and by the way, in Somnium Space there will be more than 3,000 land parcels. So we're moving here. We can see some guy from Tron movie. So we are moving to the Avatar Hall. So what is Avatar, by the way? Avatar is an ancient Hindu concept. It's the concept of the appearance of a god or a deity inside the real world. And just as the ancient gods incarnated inside the real world, we real people incarnating in the virtual space in our avatars. So here you can see avatars that are now that you can already make for yourself. This one is from Decentraland. There is also variables. There are things that you already can buy as an NFT token. For example, some hats or some masks. Here you can see an avatar. By the way, these are my avatars. Here is the avatar from CryptoVoxels, and also with wearables. And you can also buy some names in here. Here are avatars from Somnium Space and a prototype of an avatar from Sandbox. So what is all about in terms of DAO? What are we doing in Saturn DAO inside the UniDAO? So we're trying to make some kind of a company, some kind of I'm building. I am the legal. I'm doing the legal part in this, and I want to do it just as the old school venture capitalists did with the LPGP model. If you know what is it, so there is a managing company with several people that manage the DAO and the vault of the DAO, and there are investors that invest money and give it to the managing company. So this is what we are doing. We are doing it on the technical stack of Aragon. Today we had a talk about it already, and we are using Frame. Frame is the Frame gives us it's a plugin also. It gives us the ability to make deals from the DAO itself after the voting, of course. So I suppose this is my 20 minutes. If I have something, if you have maybe some questions, or I can show you something else while you are questioning, if I have several minutes more. So just
maybe
just
give it a couple of seconds so that everybody who wants to ask is able to unmute. So if you have questions, take the chance.
Which one of these metaverses do you think is most likely?
Most likely what? Sorry, I didn't hear the last word.
Most likely to succeed.
I suppose that each of them will succeed, and I suppose that there will be some integration between them in some time. What I'm talking about, that there will be one metaverse and different part of this metaverse is integrated in one. It will be something like in first Ready Player One. Do you remember this one?
Yeah.
So I think it will be
Yeah,
something like that.
they'll fit into the metaverse. Yeah.
So this is the great view on the seashore, so to say. Infinite digital ocean. This is so poetic, you know.
How long do you think until we are able to actually really connect different 3D engines and things like that into one?
Oh, this is the very
metaverse?
hard question because this is a hard question because I'm not that inside the technical part, but I know that there is a project. I suppose the name of the project is NEOS. They are building the engine for the entire 3D space, interconnected 3D space. So I suppose we are living inside the possibility, the real possibility of the unification of these 3D digital spaces.
Yeah, I think with Neos still it's only the games that are built with the Neos engine then, but it's a great step forward because others can now make it inside the same engine.
Yes, everything everything will start, I suppose, from gaming, because gaming will bring the adoption to blockchain. Because, as I said in the beginning, we need something for DAOs as the method to evolve. We need something from the inside of the digital space, something native to digital space, and this is gaming.
Yeah, I agree.
So there are a lot of possibilities for now and here. Oh, video playing. I will just play the video and then I will turn it off because there will be music. I hope.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
So this is it, I suppose.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.